What's going on, everybody? Tyson from VS Card Hub coming back, and we've got a big grading reveal today. So this is coming back from SGC. This is my latest grading submission back, and potentially the last real big submission with SGC. If you haven't kept up with what's going on with SGC and PSA, Collectors, the company that owns SGC and PSA, as well as a couple other grading companies for coins and video games and everything, Collectors is looking to turn SGC into more of a boutique brand that is only going to be doing non-modern, more like the vintage cards, and basically funneling everything to PSA. So I figured I'd get in on one more SGC submission and take advantage of them while they're still here, while they still have a fast turnaround time for pretty cheap. And yeah, 100 cards were sent into SGC. I'm gonna go ahead and start opening these up because this could be a slightly lengthy. They got sent in, or I did the submission in the beginning of September, and they actually got back to me. I'm trying to figure out where my order sheet is so I can pull that one out. I believe it's in this small one, but they got back to me right at 1 month of being gone, so it was pretty quick. SGC, they are $15 a card, 15 to 20 day turnaround time, and I don't know, I like SGC. I like them because, one, it's cheap, they're quick, they get stuff back to you very quickly, and they're reasonably priced. 15 bucks a card, and you can just send in a mix of modern and vintage, and you can get it all done in pretty much one shot. So it kind of sucks that Collectors is going to basically take them away from us and further monopolize the grading market to PSA, because PSA is, I have my feelings on PSA after my last submission, and just PSA in general, with how they're raising prices and just really kind of screwing people over, raking them over the coals and taking them for what they're worth. So kind of sucks. But yeah, let's dive into it. I'm not going to go on a big old rant about PSA and SGC. We're just going to get into the grades. A lot of this stuff I had from a bunch of singles lots. I've also had stuff that I've opened here on the channel, and I've actually got a bunch of PC stuff. So we're going to see a little bit of everything. I know at least some of these Justin Herberts, they are PCs. Even though I am a Raiders guy, I do PC Justin Herbert as a player, as well as Nick Chubb. You can kind of see him back there. And yeah, just Raiders players in general. So let's see if I can do this little covering of the grades here. So very first one, out of 2022 Prism, Justin Herbert with the Pandora out of 400, and he gets a 9.5. So we'll start our little piles here and we'll see what we get. This was an old one that's been in my piles for a while for my own personal stuff, just because it's a cool card. 1995 Select Certified Dan Marino Gold Team promo card. I've got a few of these, and there should be another PC one in here that's another promo card that I got when I was a kid. This one comes back a 9. Just a sick card, sick looking card. Here we go, Jonathan Taylor. So Jonathan Taylor, rookie. Dude's been killing it this year. Mosaic Jonathan Taylor Gold Reactive Prism on the rookie, and he gets an SGC 10. I think Jonathan Taylor right now in fantasy is the RB1 on the year. This was out of 2023 Topps Composite. Super cool set out of the Midnights before Midnight became its own set in 2024. This one I liked because Troy Aikman, it was a double jersey number, 88 of 99. 88 of 99. And he gets a 10 on the Midnight. These were just cool cards. I kind of wish they would have stuck, I don't know, kind of the way they were, because once they became their own set, they kind of got watered down a bit. So this is more of a probably PC card. Josh Jacobs, when he was a Raiders, it kind of sucks that he went to Green Bay. Dude was a super cool dude, loved his backstory and everything. Go, look it up. But Josh Jacobs out of 2020 Contenders Optic Season Ticket, and he gets a 9. That's out of 125. Another Josh Jacobs, once again. Love this dude when he was on the Raiders. It was kind of sad to see him go, but there's a Josh Jacobs rookie out of 2019 Chronicles Legacy. And that gets a 10. Josh Jacobs rookie. So good start so far. Isaiah Pacheco. Thought this dude was going to be so much better. Dude runs with a purpose, but after he got hurt last year, really hasn't done it this year. So out of 99 out of 2023 score, he gets a 9.5. I believe I actually pulled that one out of score that year. This one's been sitting in one of my piles here. Here we go. CeeDee Lamb, rookie on deck out of 2020 Elite. CeeDee Lamb rookie. He gets a 9.5. All right, let's start getting into our big boxes here. I want to get the little box out of the way just because, like I said, I had a feeling that was where my receipt was. And I didn't want to show off my information. I think I'm just going to go ahead and just dump all these bricks out, and then I'll grab them one by one. Try not to show them off ahead of time. Oop, got to see the one on the front there. All right. Yeah, going forward now that, I don't know, PSA wants to not so much kill off SGC, but just, you know, like I said, further monopolize what PSA is doing and PSA's grip on the grading market. Trying to decide how I want to approach grading in the future, whether I want to, you know, go with a different company or, oh, I don't know. We'll find out. We'll think about it. I've been thinking about going back and trying Tag some more. Tag had their, you know, early hiccups and everything. Let's see, trying to figure out how to position all this here. Too many cards. Tag had their early hiccups when they were first doing their slabs over at Tag. It ended up being found that the acrylic they were using was not very good. It was like super brittle. So I actually did I got a couple of the cheap ones back on my early ones. You were actually able to take the Tag slabs and just twist them a little bit and break them open by hand. So apparently Tag has really ironed out a lot of their processes, so I may have to go back with them again. Anyways, 2023 Prism, Bijan Robinson rookie, Prismatic 9.5. Bijan has also been killing it this year. Here we go, Jalen Waddle on the Aqua. On it, gets a 10. 23 Optic. It's a 10. Once again, Justin Herbert. Another one of these ones that I've had sitting in my PC. 2020 Select Rookie. Justin Herbert, purple die cut. Gets a 10. Here we go. Jameson Williams, 2022 Panini Chronicles on the Clear Vision. Rookie gets a 10. I do find that acetate cards actually grade really well. If you can get them clean, they're not all chipped up and stuff, they grade really well. There's 23 Optic, Jalen Hurts on the Wave Prism out of 300, and he gets a 9.5. Here we go. Josh Jacobs, once again, 2019 Prism Draft Picks rookie Josh Jacobs. Oh, and he gets a 9 on that one. Notice I got a lot of Josh Jacobs stuff. Like I said, super cool dude. It was really cool hearing about his story and how he grew up and everything. We go 2019 Elite Baker Mayfield purple out of 99. He gets a 10. Another Jonathan Taylor here out of 23 Optic. Again on the Wave Prism out of 300. And he gets a 10. All right. Let's build this 10 pile up a bit. Go Jameson Williams. Rated rookie on the Hollow out of Optic. Gets a 10. Every year is the Jameson Williams breakout year. And every year he like shows flashes and then just disappears. There's Joe Mixon. I sent this one in before, before he was pretty much, nobody was ever going to see him again for the rest of the year. But there's a Black Pandora out of 25. Joe Mixon, 9.5. Amon-Ra St. Brown, dude's killing it on my fantasy team. I think he's number 2 wide receiver on the year right now. Out of 323 optic, and a 10 on that one. Another one that I sent in before, he just pretty much has done absolutely nothing this year, but there's Kyler Murray at a 2025 score. I actually pulled this one here on the channel. Artist proof out of 35, he gets a 9.5. I know I've got a few of the 25 scores in here. Yep, there's another one. 25 score, David Montgomery out of 20. Oh, and he gets a 9 on that one. Oh, this guy, super disappointing. Rookie Chase Brown on the variation at 23 Prism. He gets a 9.5. Thought he was going to end up being a lot more. Just the Bengals are an absolute dumpster fire this year. Sorry, Bengals fans, but your team is a dumpster fire. There's 24 Topps Chrome. Bo Nix, X-Fractor rookie. He gets a 10. Starting to look really good. Bo Nix is kind of hitting his stride again. Sam Darnold, 2021 Mosaic. Sam Darnold on the Genesis. And he gets a 10 on the Genesis. Pile tried to run away. Here we go. Bijan Robinson on the red and blue die cut Prism. Rookie card. There we go. SGC 10. This is a PC card. I actually picked this up in a big lot of singles. This is a PC card. 2022 Select Ichiro Cosmic Prism. A nice little short print there. He gets a 9.5 on the Ichiro. You get to hang out in the back. Super cool card. Like I said, I picked it up in a big lot of singles for pretty much nothing. You go Puka Nacua on the green hyper. Rookie gets a 9. Another Puka Nacua. I had a big old pile of Pukas here. Oh, I think we saw a 9 there. On the Contours 2023 Phoenix, it's a 9.5 on the rookie. OBJ. This was another one I picked up in a big lot of singles for pretty much dirt cheap. Thought it looked really good, so I'm hoping it came out good. And like, even for being a die cut, like it looks super crisp. But OBJ, this was a green prism out of 5. 5 of 5. Ooh, I think it's a 7. Oh my. Wow. That could be a crack candidate, because like that is like, it's a clean card. Like, corners are crisp. Even the little die cut edges are crisp. Corners are crisp down here. Die cut edges. I guess maybe a little dimple-ized leg. I don't know. No, it looks like a piece of dirt almost. Huh. I thought this one looked super clean. All right. All right, so there's our first really low grade. All right, we'll put that there. Make another pile here. All right, Joe Burrow rookie. Remember this one? This was a copper die cut Joe Burrow out of 355 before he blew out his toe. Oh, and he gets an 8.5. All right, we'll put this in that pile there. And Bryce Young starting to look pretty good. Started off slow, and he's starting to look good. He gets a 10. Bryce Young on the orange ice. All right, we're going to grab this pile here. This will be kind of our low pile there. Glad they didn't put as many rubber bands on this time. Last time when I got them back, there were so many rubber bands on the piles. All right, DJ Moore on the White Sparkle 2020 Prism. DJ Moore White Sparkle. It's a 10. Keep wanting to say PSA 10. This is SGC 10. Go. Rookie Devonta Smith. Let's say Devontae Adams. Devonta Smith, rookie wave blue prism, gets a 9. T. Higgins. Once again, the Bengals have really not amounted to much this year. There's T. Higgins at a 179 on a blue prism, rated rookie, gets a 10. Kyler Murray, once again, one of the ones I sent in and just really has kind of pooed the bed this year. But there's Kyler Murray on the 2021 Chronicles at a 149, and he gets a 10. Go Justin Jefferson. He was just kind of in my grading pile. Found a couple nice, nice looking rookies, and he gets a 9.5. There's a few base cards of rookies, older rookies here that, they're not bad. There's a Bijan Optic My House, gets a 10. Garrett Wilson, he's also looking really good, and just Justin Fields is hyper targeting him. Ooh, he gets a 9.5 on the acetate. Dang, I thought that one was another clean one there. There's a 9.5 on the acetate rookie Garrett Wilson. Go. Neon green on the Gibbs. 10. Next one up. This is one that's probably it's more of a PC one. So my wife got me a for Valentine's Day last year, or I guess this past year, got me a gift basket. There was like a mystery card gift basket, and this was one of the ones that was in there. So I looked it over, looked pretty good, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and send that in. I kept that one. So 2021 Mosaic Silver Prism Straight Fire, and he gets a 10. Yeah, that's, even though it's not numbered or anything, that's a nice PC piece just because came from the wife. Here we go. Jonathan Taylor on the Swagger Gold Prism out of 10. Out of 23 Mosaic. Ooh, he gets a 9.5. That's a nice looking card though, but that is out of 10. 8 of 10. Another PC piece. 23 Optic Nick Chubb out of 300 on the 9.5. That is 69. Nice. Out of 300. Go CJ Stroud NFL debut on the blue reactive prism. This is one of the horizontal cards, 2023 Mosaic, and he gets a 10 on the Stroud rookie. We go CeeDee Lamb on the Heroes 24 Prestige. Ooh, he gets a 9 out of 249. Waiting for CeeDee to come back to help my fantasy team out a bit. There we go. Another one. James Conner sent this one in before Conner had his injury. It was kind of sucked to see him go because this dude was just chugging along. But out of 75 Powerhouse Gold, 9.5 on the Conner. Almost sucks that he went out. But there's Jamar Chase, 23 Prism Draft Picks on the blue Prism out of 199. He gets a 10. Nice little 10 pile we got going on here. Another Conner that kind of sucks to send it in, and then Conner got hurt. But there's a Conner Gold Press Proof at a 20 Donruss out of 25. He gets a 9. It's a cool die cut. Thought it was a little bit cleaner than that, but cool nonetheless. Darren Sproles, I pulled this out of 23 Topps Composite. Little Resurgence Blue Surge numbered 1. 1 of 75 first print line. First off the line for the print. Gets a 10. Lamar Jackson, 23 Donruss Silver Press Proof out of 100. He gets a 9.5. Jalen Hurts, winning ticket blue prism out of 99 out of 22 Contenders Optic. He gets a 9 on the winning ticket. Definitely did not have the winning ticket this past week with playing the Giants. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So there's David Montgomery out of 2019 Elite. David Montgomery at a 68, and he'll owe you one, and he gets a 9. Another one that pulled out of Topps Composite, Devin Hester Orange Galactic out of 25, and he gets a 10. Found those Topps Composites actually grade really well also. There's 22 Prism Josh Allen Red, White, and Blue Prism. He gets a 10. I think we probably saw this one, but Jalen Hurts conference ticket out of 99, and he gets a 10. 23 Contenders. All right, we still got 2 stacks left. Man, buckle up. If you're interested in any of these, make sure you check out the eBay. I'll leave a link down below in the description. A lot of this stuff will end up on eBay. I'll be uploading them as I get them scanned in and everything, but they will most likely end up over on eBay. There's a CD Lamb Blue Scope Prism out of 2020 Donruss Optic on the rated rookie. Ooh, I think it's an 8.5. So there's maybe a little bit of fuzz in that corner. Sucks. I thought that was a good card and cool, great color match. There you go. Joe Burrow once again sent this in before he got hurt and is pretty much done for the year again. 2020 score, Joe Burrow. He gets a 9. Terry McLaurin on the 2019 Select Snapshots. I believe this was his rookie year, if I remember correctly. Let's see what it say on the back there. Yep, rookie season 2019. 2019 Select Snapshot Silver Prism. Terry McLaurin gets a 10. Go Puka Nacua, 23 Prism Draft Picks. I love Prism Draft Picks. That's why I tend to send Prism Draft Pick stuff in a lot. But there's Puka Nacua on the red ice. He gets a 9.5. Saw that one. Flipped it over too fast. Zach Charbonnet, rookie. He gets a 10 on the blue checkerboard prism out of Select. On my 10 pile. We go Jalen Hurts, 23 prism, blue sparkle out of 96. Who gets a 9. Thought that was a good looking card. Yeah, a little bit off. It was off centered. We go 22 Select Amon-Ra St. Brown blue prism at a 199, little blue checkerboard prism there, and he gets a 10. Nice color match for Amon-Ra St. Brown. We go Jordan Addison, 23 Phoenix Hot Routes purple at a 125 on his rookie year. He gets a 10. So this, I believe this is, I can see it through the back, Alex Rodriguez. So this one, I'm going to put this right here because I have 2 of these and super cool cards that I've had for a long time. I'm going to put those off to the side. Jamar Chase, Flux Prism 2021 rookie, ooh, 9.5. On the pink prism there. There we go. Gunnar Helm, this is one of the ones I pulled out of 25 score. I believe this is out of the hobby box that I opened. Ooh, 10 auto and a 9 on the card. Another one I sent in, he actually started having a really good year this year, and then, you know, I don't think the Reds made it to the end there. The Reds just were not doing good this year. Christian Encarnacion Strand out of 499 autograph rookie, 10/10. Auto 10, Gem Mint 10. Oh, this one. So I pulled this on when I did one of my subscriber specials, and I opened a massive pile of Prestige. James Cook on the Extra Points Platinum Premium, numbered 3 of 10. Autograph out of 10. It's auto 10. Oh, and a 9.5 on the card. James Cook's killing it this year. I thought this was a pretty clean card. 9.5, we will still take it, especially out of 10. Just a sick design. That's the crazy thing, is you can get that stuff out of retail in Prestige. That's why I like Prestige. There we go. Aiden Hutchinson, Origins, rookie autograph, 10 auto. Oh, and a 9 on the card. I know these cards tend to be kind of hard to grade just because they are a little bit thicker. So you tend to get that little soft corners on them. But there we go. Aiden Hutchinson, rookie. There we go. All right, so these are the 2 that I wanted to show off. I'm going to finish this pile. I'm going to leave these 2 right in front here. Try and scoot all this back just a little bit. Leave those 2 right there. Josh Jacobs, 2021 Absolute Orange Mosaic out of 199. Gets a 10. Another one, this was a PC one. Justin Herbert out of 10 on the Spectra die cuts. I know Spectra does not have like a great secondary market. I knew this one had some issues, like along the edge. You can see a little dimple on the edge and everything. But a cool card nonetheless. And it gets an 8 on that one. So that is one of the ones that probably end up in my PC. We go Puka Nakua Silver Prism 23 Select gets a 10. So this one, Shedeur Sanders, we see he gets a 10 auto on the grade. 2025 score. I actually pulled this out of the score hobby box I opened. I sent this to PSA. PSA rejected it for it not being their minimum size. I have a feeling it's just because score cards, if you've ever opened score, their cards are very thin. I think PSA just rejected it because it didn't meet their minimum thickness. I don't know. They said it didn't meet minimum size requirements. As you can see, it fits in the SGC slab perfectly, and it gets a 9.5. So a 10 on the grade, 10 on the auto, 9.5 on the card. PSA rejected it. There's a reason why I'm not going back to PSA, at least not for a while. 24 Prestige, Joe Montana out of 25, 10 auto, ooh, and a 9.5 on the card. Once again, Prestige has some cool cards. Yeah, Joe Montana signs a ton, but nice little out of 25. This one, this is a PC piece. Darius Davis, Extra Points Black Premium, 1 of 1. So I pulled this out of Prestige last year. Opening it up, this was out of a mega box, if I remember correctly. But that is a 1 of 1 Darius Davis autograph. It's not a big card, not a big player, but it was just a super cool card that I pulled and going right in my collection as a 9.5. 10 auto, 9.5 on the card. Two more left in this pile. Amika Igbuka Fireworks Rainbow 101 out of Wild Card. He gets a 10 on the auto, 9 on the card. And Travis Hunter pulled this out of Wild Card last year, 1 of 1. Red and Blue Braywave 1 of 1. And he gets a 9. They did not grade it. Oh. So he went off the sticker just barely. So that's the thing with PSA that you will, if you ever grade with, or not PSA. Go away, PSA. If you ever grade with SGC, if they're autographed, they will automatically give you, I'll grab this one, they'll automatically give you an autograph grade as long as the autograph grades perfect. If the autograph does not grade perfect, they will not include it on the card. That way, because SGC knows that if you get, you know, a card like this and they give it like a 9 auto and then a 9 card, it's the people will just basically take it that the card is worth way less than it may actually be. As you can see right here, I was kind of curious about that, but that Travis Hunter, when he signed it, he went just a little bit off the sticker and he missed. So this autograph probably would have gotten like a 9 or 9.5, something like that. SGC just won't even put it on there. So now it's just a mint 9 card. So that's something out of SGC. If you ever grade with them, just something to keep in mind. I'm gonna move this right here real quick so we can move these piles back because I'm getting hard to see them. I'm probably gonna start another 10 pile here. And there goes my Lamar. Move all this back. Put this right here. All right. So these two cards, super cool cards. I've had them sitting in my collection, basically in a box off to the side for a while now. I'll grab this one first. So these are Bazooka Joe bubblegum cards. So you can see here they are 2005 Topps Bazooka Joe bubblegum cards. They only have a picture on one side. As you can see, the back is blank. And the fact that these survived for a while is really awesome because the cards are super duper thin. Like they're almost like, I don't know, printer paper thin. So they're very flimsy. So trying to find them in good looking or good condition tends to be kind of hard. And you can see SGC actually put them in a sleeve inside here because they are a slightly smaller card. So they put them in a sleeve so they won't move around. So this is an Alex Rodriguez Bazooka Joe comic card. And he gets a 10. It's super sick. Like I said, I've had these for a while and I had 2 of them. Wanted to send them in. At least one of them's going in my PC, which is going to be this one. So 2020 or 2005 Topps Bazooka Comics Ichiro. I have a bunch of Ichiro stuff in my PC. He gets a 9.5. Super cool cards. Stick him right back there. All right, final pile. Got to show off the grade on the front. Let's just start digging out of our pile. This is another PC card. I'm a big Frank Thomas guy. I've been collecting Frank Thomas stuff since I was a little kid. So getting Frank Thomas stuff out of 2025 Topps was super cool. And I get a 10 on that one. So I'm going to start another 10 pile over here. 2025 Score, Andrew Marsh NIL auto. So he gets a 9.5. I wonder why he didn't get a full 10 on the autograph. That's weird. I wonder why he didn't get a full 10 on the autograph. Maybe because it's just a little, I guess maybe it's a little smudge there. Weird. I don't know why he wouldn't get a 9 or a full 10 on the auto. Oh, so there's a 9.5. Let's do that. Christian McCaffrey on the electricity prism out of 69. Nice. 9.5. Oop. Drop my whole pile here trying to get these rubber bands out. All right. Pulled this out of Leaf. Marcus Allen auto. I know this auto most likely did not get graded. Gem cutters, die cut out of 10. Marcus Allen and gets a 9. Yeah, showed him off already. Ellie De La Cruz. Yeah, I had some De La Cruz rookies in here that I probably could have pulled out and not sent in. But they were, I don't know, they were in my grading pile, so they ended up getting sent in with them. Ellie De La Cruz, he gets an 8 on the rookie. Crazy. Thought that one was a little bit better. Another Ellie De La Cruz. Once again, it was kind of sitting in my pile. I probably should have pulled it out because these ones are really not worth too much. But he gets a 10. CJ Stroud, Rookie of the Year, Contenders. Ooh, gets a 9.5. Another Stroud Chain Reaction 2023 Optic. He gets a 10. We got another Bijan on the Green Pulsar Rookie. He gets a 9 on that one. Another Bijan Fearless on the Gold Ice Prism out of Draft Picks. And another 9. Somebody did not like Bijan up there. This was a cool one. It's been sitting around for a little bit. 91 Score Brett Favre Rookie. 1991 Rookie Brett Favre. And he gets a 9. Alex Rodriguez. I've had this one for a while as well. 91 Upper Deck Collector's Choice 9.5. Alex Rodriguez. That is an Alex Rodriguez rookie. Cool one that I picked up in a big singles lot. 2002 Upper Deck Superstars. Tom Brady and Pedro Martinez. Keys to the City. Ooh, gets a 9 on that one. 2002. Like I said, this was I had a mix of some older vintage stuff in here. Here we go. 2012 Topps Chrome Calvin Johnson X-Fractor. A 2011 All-Pro card. Ooh, it gets a 9. Thought that was a pretty good card. Kyler Murray on the purple. Once again, pooping the bed. He gets a 10 though. Joe Montana. 93 Pacific Silver Prism Joe Montana. Yeah. Card number 13 of 20. Small set. Ooh, and he gets a 9. So yeah, if SGC, if Collectors has their way and they change SGC, we're going to see pretty much all that vintage stuff is going to be an SGC thing going forward. There we go. 23 Optic Miles Garrett on the Ice Prism out of 15. Ooh, 9.5. Super cool card. Go Jalen Hurts Straight Fire. Blue Prism out of 99. He gets a 10. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Orange Scope Prism out of 79. Oh, he gets a 9. Yeah, I guess this one was off a little bit. Darn. It's a 9 on that one. This is another PC card. Once again, like I said, I had a few of these different older cards that were like promo cards. This one was a Donruss. Star Factor. This was a sample promo card. I got this a long time ago. Back when my dad, when he ran his card business. Card number 000. So this has been sitting in my big box of Frank Thomas stuff for a long, long time. Ooh, it gets an 8 on that one. Still super cool card. All right, what do we got? 3 cards left. Blue Chips, Garrett Wilson rookie out of 99. Ooh, and he gets a 9 on that one. Remember this one? This is another one I picked up in a big lot of singles. Thought that was going to be a solid card. Something was off a little bit or something. 2 cards left. Go AJ Brown, Purple Power Prism. A little checkerboard there out of 49. He gets a 9.5. And final one, Mickey Mantle. It's going to go with my other Mickey Mantle that I've got, my PSA. I believe what was the other one I got? 57, I think. 1957 Mickey Mantle. And that one gets a 10. We'll finish it off with a 10. So, pretty good. So, here's our 9.5 pile. Let's see if I can scoot them here a little bit. There's our pile of 9.5s and our 9s. Almost even. I think the 9.5 pile is bigger by like 2 cards. And then our 10 pile. So we did pretty good. 10 pile is pretty big. Plus, we've got another stack right here. So the 10 pile definitely did good on those. The 9.5s, I mean, basically if you're going to do, I'd say if you're going to go to like PSA or Beckett, something like that, these 9.5s, probably more PSA. If you go to PSA, these 9.5s, you could probably take this stack and cut it in half, and probably half would end up being 10s and half would end up being 9s, just because PSA doesn't have a 9.5. And then you could take a couple out of here, and PSA for whatever reason would give you a 4. Who knows why? Just because they felt like it. But I'd say I did pretty good. Usually, I'm usually pretty pleased with SGC. Usually do pretty good. Got a very nice stack of 10s. Like I said, I do got a couple PC cards kind of in these stacks here. Everything below 9, I only got, what, 1, 2, 3, 5 cards that were less than a 9. So I would say I didn't do too bad. That's a PC card. And those ones kind of sucks. I thought the Odell was going to be way better. I didn't know that I was going to get a 7. So, not bad. Really. I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. No, and then we got a couple that are scattered around here. 9.5, a couple 9s over here, 9.5 and a 10. So, I'd say I did pretty good. I'm very happy with this stack. The fact that it's much bigger than 9.5s and the 9s. I don't know. There we go. Let me know what you think. What card was your favorite? What do you think of the reveal? What do you think of, SGC and PSA basically monopolizing the whole grading market and, pushing SGC out so that they kind of just get stuck doing all the old stuff? It kind of sucks to see it go that way, because I think SGC's slabs have really grown on me. A lot of people don't like the black tuxedo, but like some of these cards like this just look so good. Especially some of the more vintage stuff or the cool older stuff like this that has like more of the white on it. The black slabs just look so good on them. I don't know. Their slab design has really grown on me. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the opening. What do you think about SGC, PSA, what other grading companies you're looking at? Like I said, I'm probably going to try Tag again at some point. SGC's, I don't know. I don't know when they're going to be winding down operations, if they're actually going to go through with it. I'm going to have another order going out to somebody soon. I've got another big box of stuff to get graded, so we'll see what happens. Anyways, this was a long one. Thank you very much for sticking around and checking it out. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, and I will catch y'all next time.